Hello and welcome to Mega Conference Quiz Bowl. I'm your host, Mike McLean. This is our 2007-2008 version. I'm here through the courtesy of the Taylor School District. This year we have 15 teams competing to advance to a state level competition in April at MSU. Today's contest is between Taylor Kennedy High School and Romulus High School. Taylor Kennedy is coached by Joe Maudlin. Kennedy, please introduce yourselves.
Jordan Rodriguez, senior.
Zach Marion, sophomore.
Alana Simo, senior captain.
Tiffany Vrabel, sophomore.
Thank you. Romulus is coached by Sean Shivnan. Romulus, please introduce yourselves.
Caleb Heil, senior.
Kyle Sherwood, senior.
Vaughn Leando, senior captain. Nick Curry, junior.
And thank you. Our first quarter consists of 12 toss-up questions, each worth 10 points. Teams may not confer. And as always, please remember to wait until I call on you before you respond. Toss-up 1. On December 5th, 1791, a classic report on manufacturers was issued seeking to unite the nation's business classes with the federal government. Name the Secretary of Treasury who issued this report. Kyle?
Alexander Hamilton.
Is correct. Toss up 2. Having no breadth or thickness, it is actually the track of a moving point. It may be straight, oblique, parallel, or perpendicular. What is the geometrical term I am describing? Jordan?
A line.
A line is correct. Toss up 3. What state in the continental U.S. extends the furthest north? Kyle?
Maine.
That's incorrect. Elena?
California.
That's also incorrect. It's Minnesota. Toss up 4. During his administration, the Navy bombarded San Juan del Norte, a British protectorate in Nicaragua. Though, Caleb?
Teddy Roosevelt.
That's incorrect. Though he failed to capture Hawaii or buy Alaska. The Gadsden Purchase was made during his term in office, but the unpopularity of the Kansas-Nebraska Act made his re-election impossible. Name this lawyer from New Hampshire who was our 14th president. Elena?
Eisenhower.
That's incorrect. It's Franklin Pierce. Toss up 5, both teams. The Pentagon building sits on the bank of what river that runs through Washington, D.C.? Vaughn?
Potomac.
That's incorrect. And that's time. Not close enough. The Potomac. Toss up 6. This form of verse supports a rhyming scheme, A-A-B-B-A. There is also a town in County Erie that has the same name. What is this humorous verse? Tiffany?
A limerick?
Limerick is correct. Limerick in Ireland. Toss up 7. He eventually became the main god of the entire Mesopotamian region. His temple and all the buildings surrounding it cover some 60 acres of land. His power was in his wisdom, which he used to govern the earth and punish the wicked. Who was the chief god of ancient Babylonia? Elena?
Juno.
That's incorrect. Caleb?
Orion.
It's also incorrect. It's Marduk. Toss up 8. Name this word that has a double meaning. It is a crossbeam on legs used to support work in carpentry. It is also a word used by engineers to describe the framework that supports a bridge built on, Kyle?
Truss.
That's incorrect. A bridge built on trusses, like train bridges, for instance. And Elena?
Still.
That's incorrect. Trestle. Close, Kyle. Toss up 9, both teams. Her father was Holy Roman Emperor Francis II. She married Napoleon in 1810 after his divorce from Josephine. They had a son who became Napoleon II. Not permitted to go with her husband into exile, she lived near Vienna until her death in 1847. What was the name of Napoleon's second wife? And I need 2 names. Elena?
Catherine the Great.
That's incorrect. And that's time. It's Marie Louise. Toss up 10. Less than a week after hearing Hans Christian Ørsted's discovery that an electric current could deflect a compass needle, this French polymath produced a paper containing his namesake law, describing the quantitative relationship between a current-carrying wire and its encircling magnetic field. Name this inventor of the precursor to the galvanometer and the namesake of an SI unit of current. Vaughn?
Ampere.
Ampere is correct. Current events. Name the man, a lawyer and former North Carolina senator. Elena?
Edwards.
Edwards is correct. And the last one of the round. Name the trophy awarded to the winning team in the Super Bowl. Nick?
The Lombardi.
That is correct. And that's the end of our first round, and we'll be back in a minute to begin our second. Our second quarter is about to begin. It consists of 8 toss-up questions, each worth 10 points. A correct answer entitles that team to a set of 4 bonus questions, each worth 5. Teams may confer on the bonuses, but only the captain may give the answer. Missed bonus questions will be rebounded to the opposing team. Here we go, toss-up 1. Identify the Dutch artist who painted the Night Watch in 1642. Vaughn?
Rembrandt.
Rembrandt van Rijn is correct. Your bonus questions are about paintings.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise.
Okay.
Number 1. Name the French artist who painted the Yellow Christ.
Whoa.
Just pass. Yeah.
Captain, need an answer.
Pass.
Kennedy?
Monet.
Paul Gauguin. Back to Romulus. The Russian artist who painted Birthday and I and the Village, both of which depict scenes from his childhood.
Pass.
Kennedy?
A Russian artist. Pass.
And the man with 6 fingers, Marc Chagall. Back to Romulus. The French impressionist who painted Les Deux Jours sur les Herbes.
Not pass.
Pass.
Kennedy?
That's not
Monet.
Sorry, it's Edouard Manet. And Romulus, the Spanish artist who painted Les Damsels d'Avignon.
Is that Dolly? I think it could be Dolly. Dolly. Just guess.
Dolly.
That's incorrect. Kennedy?
Do you have an answer?
Captain?
Picasso.
Is correct.
Hey!
Toss up 2 is a math question. Point A is at the coordinates -2, 5. Point B is at 3, -1. In simplified form, what is the distance between the 2 points? Time. It's the square root of 61. Toss up 3, both teams. Give the 3-letter abbreviation for adenosine triphosphate. Kyle?
ATP.
Is correct. Your bonus questions.
AT feel good.
Identify each of the following concerning biology. Number 1. The only 3 products formed by the hydrolysis of ATP.
Say water and I don't know.
Glucose. Glucose. I don't know. Glucose.
Glucose.
That's incorrect. Kennedy?
You want 3? Okay. Hydrolysis is when you put water in and it breaks apart, right? Yeah. So.
Captain, need an answer.
Water, protein, glucose.
That's incorrect. It's ADP, phosphate, and energy. Back to Romulus. The internal organ that serves as the human body's primary storage facility, as well as its main chemical factory and detoxification site,
Liver.
Liver.
is correct. Number 3 for Romulus. The number of bones in the human body.
206.
Correct. And the last one, the type of muscle made of fibers of cross bands and usually contracted by voluntary action, such as those that move the neck, the arms, and the legs.
What's that muscle? I don't know, ligament.
Ligament.
That's incorrect. Kennedy?
Just say it. Muscle? What kind of muscle?
Muscle tissue.
Muscle tissue.
Incorrect. I needed more specific. It's striated muscle. Toss up 4, both teams. Identify the American author in whose short story, The Black Cat, a cat named Pluto is walled into a vault with a dead... Tiffany
Edgar Allan Poe.
is correct. Your bonus questions are about authors. Kennedy. Number 1, identify the author of Pet Sematary, in which a cat called Church comes back to life.
Stephen King.
Is correct. Number 2, the author who wrote The Cat in the Hat.
Dr. Seuss.
Is correct, or Theodore Geisel. The author of a children's book called Sagwa, the Chinese Siamese Cat.
Oh, it's a cartoon now. I don't know. What's a Chinese
Captain?
name? Pass.
Romulus.
Say Lee.
Lee.
No, her name is Amy Tan. And back to Kennedy for the last one. The author of Cat's Cradle, whose first line is, "Call me Jonah."
Cat's Cradle.
He wrote the one that says Call Me Israel.
The what?
Captain,
The one that
need an
says
answer.
Call Me Israel.
No answer.
Romulus.
Yeah.
Vonnegut.
Fine, good.
That's incorrect. I can't take it. It had an N on the end of it. It's Vonnegut Jr., Kurt Vonnegut Jr. Toss up both teams. Identify the German leader responsible for the start of the Reformation in the 16th century in the town of Wittenberg. Caleb.
Ottoman.
That's incorrect. And that's time. His name is Martin Luther. Toss up 6. Identify the Shakespeare play that includes the lines, "Oh shame, where is thy blush?" and "Oh, what a noble mind is here o'erthrown." It also contains, "Alas, poor Yorick." Caleb. Hamlet is correct.
Hi.
And your bonus questions are about Shakespearean plays. Okay. Identify the Shakespeare play from the lines. Number 1 for Romulus. Your kind old father, whose frank heart gave all, oh, that way madness lies. Let me shun that. No more of that.
Othello.
Macbeth or Othello.
Othello.
Incorrect, Kennedy?
Is it The Tempest?
It might be, I don't know.
The Tempest?
It's King Lear. Back to Romulus. Oh, curse of marriage. Oh, monstrous, monstrous.
Hamlet.
Hamlet.
That's incorrect, Kennedy?
Is it? Or is it Macbeth? I think it might be Macbeth. Okay, Macbeth.
Nope. The guy who kills his wife by mistake, Othello. Back to Romulus. Oh, I am fortune's fool.
That's
Romeo and Juliet.
Correct. And last one for Romulus. Oh, my offense is rank. It smells to heaven.
That one's got to be Hamlet.
Hamlet.
Hamlet is correct. Toss up 7, both teams, and it's a math question.
Awesome.
What is the radius of a circle whose circumference is 16 pi? Vaughn.
4.
Incorrect. Elena.
8?
8 is correct. Your bonus questions are about math. Number 1.
Great.
For Kennedy, if the set M has 5 distinct elements, how many subsets of M have exactly 4 elements?
Guess I don't know. I'm still high off the last one. Any answer? No answer.
Romulus.
20.
20.
How many ways can you make 4 things out of a group of 5?
Once.
5.
Oh.
Back to Kennedy. Through how many quadrants does the graph of the parabola y equals negative x squared minus 2 pass?
He doesn't need to know which ones. He just needs to know how many, right?
Sorry, through which quadrants?
Oh. Oh, that's screwed. Hey, what negative x goes like this, right?
I think so, yeah.
It was, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So
Captain, need an answer.
2 and 3.
That's incorrect.
2, 3, and 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Romulus?
2, 3, 4.
Negative x squared minus 2.
It's 2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4.
3 and 4.
3 and 4 is correct. Back to Kennedy. What is the measure of an angle that is 16 degrees less than its complement?
Complement. 16. What's 90 minus 16? $74?
That's incorrect. Romulus?
Oh, man.
Captain, need an answer.
64?
42.
Sorry, it's 37. Take away the 16, 74, cut it in half. There we go. And last one for Kennedy. How many isosceles right triangles can be formed by a square and its two diagonals?
4? Is it 4, guys?
Yeah,
4? 4?
Incorrect. Romulus?
6.
No, 8.
8.
8. 8.
8 is correct.
Yes.
Toss up 8, both teams. Identify the English composer Gustav Holst's suite consisting of 7 parts, each of which designates or interprets the astrological nature. Tiffany?
The planets?
The planets is correct.
Good girl.
Your bonus question, identify each of the following concerning Gustav Holst's suite, the planets. Number 1 for Kennedy. The planet he interprets as the bringer of war.
Mars?
Correct. The planet he interprets as the bringer of peace.
Venus? Venus is love. Venus?
Also correct. The planet he interprets as the bringer of old age.
Jupiter or Saturn?
Saturn, I think.
Saturn?
Correct. And lastly, the planet he interprets as the winged messenger.
Is Mercury? Because of Hermes and then Mercury?
Also correct. You got all 4.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
the end of our first half. We'll be back in a moment to verify the scores and begin our second half. We're back to begin the third quarter of our match. After the first half, Kennedy leads 95-90. Very close game. We do have a substitute for the Kennedy team. Please introduce yourself.
Russell Terrell, Jr.
Thank you. Our third quarter is our lightning round. Each team has 60 seconds to correctly answer 10 questions. Teams may confer, but only the captain may give the answer. Questions not answered correctly will pass to the opposing team. In this case, the trailing team is Romulus. You have your choice of the following 3 categories: religious history, science, or mathematics.
Science.
Science.
Science it is for Romulus with 60 seconds on the clock. Answer these odds and ends about science questions. So, number 1, ready? What is the tendon that joins the calf muscle to the heel bone?
Achilles tendon.
Achilles tendon.
Correct. What is the abbreviation for amplitude modulation?
Amps.
Amps.
No. What is the stuff used to counteract the effects of poison?
Antivenom.
No. What is the science that deals with the movement of projectiles?
Trajectory.
No. What is the science of living things?
Biology.
Biology.
Yes. What is the heaviest organ inside the human body?
Large intestine.
Large intestine.
Large intestine.
No. How many chambers does a frog's heart have?
2.
2.
No. What is element that has the symbol C?
Carbon.
Yes. When blood pressure is taken, what is the term for the bottom number?
Systolic.
No. What is the term for the temperature at which a solid turns to a liquid?
Melting point.
That is correct. And none were passed.
Watch mathematics.
I have 4. So 6 passed to Kennedy.
No.
Kennedy, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
What is the abbreviation for amplitude modulation?
AMP?
That's incorrect. What is the stuff used to counteract the effects of poison?
Antidote?
Yes. What is the science that deals with the movement of projectiles?
Kinesiology?
No. What is the heaviest organ inside the human body?
What does that say? Liver?
Yes. How many chambers does a frog's
3.
heart? Yes. And what is the term, when blood pressure is taken, what is the term for the bottom number?
Diastolic.
Yes. Did we get that one in on time? Okay. 1, 2, 3. And also got 4 then. The 2 that everybody missed, the abbreviation for amplitude modulation, you guys are too young. You listen to FM radio. It's AM.
Oh.
And the other one, number 4, the science that deals with the movement of projectiles is ballistics. Kennedy, the remaining categories are religious history or mathematics.
Guys, I don't know either. What is anybody good at anything?
No. Just pick one. I think we're better off with the history than mathematics.
Religion.
Are we better off with history than mathematics?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go history.
History.
The religious history. Name these men and women of religion and philosophy. Number 1. Originally named Siddhartha Gautama is better known by the religion that bears another of his names.
Pass.
Pass.
The founder of the Jesuits.
Pass.
Founder of Christian Science.
Christian Science. Pass.
Protestant reformer with 95 theses.
Martin Luther.
Yes. Mormon leader who colonized Utah after Smith's death.
Who's Joseph Smith's predicate? Mitt Romney.
Pass.
No. The founder of Methodism.
Method.
No. 18th century philosopher, author of The Critique of Pure Reason.
Paine.
No. Founder of the Society of Friends.
Quaker.
No. The Archbishop of Canterbury who opposed Henry II.
Bob.
No. The Puritan who founded Yale.
Ouch.
Ouch. We have originally named Siddhartha Gautama is better known by the religion.
Wait, hey, what are you doing?
What?
Time?
Yeah. The question. It's our turn.
I'm sorry.
I never heard time called. What time was called?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. 1. We passed 9 then.
If I could. I noticed that he started the time when you first started reading the question, not at the end of the first one.
Yeah, it's supposed to be when I end the end of the first question.
I did it for both.
Okay, no problem then. Romulus, here you go with 30 seconds on the clock. Originally named Siddhartha Gautama is better known.
Buddhism.
Buddhism.
That's correct. The founder of the Jesuits.
Pass.
Pass.
Founder of Christian Science.
Pass.
Pass.
The Mormon leader
Brigham Young. Brigham Young.
Brigham Young.
Yes. The founder of Methodism.
Pass.
Pass.
18th century philosopher, author of Critique.
Pass.
Founder of the Society of Friends.
Pass.
Pass.
Beckett.
Archbishop of Canterbury.
Beckett.
Beckett.
Yes. The Puritan who founded Yale. Time. We have 1, 2, 3. The ones that everybody missed. The founder of the Jesuits is Ignatius of Loyola. The founder of Christian Science is Mary Baker Eddy. Founder of Methodism is John Wesley. The Critique of Pure Reason, written by Immanuel Kant.
Oh.
The founder of the Society of Friends, George Fox. And the Puritan who founded Yale is Cotton Mather. That ends our third quarter. We'll be right back to finish up this match. Our fourth quarter is about to begin. We have a very close match. They're within 1 question of each other. This quarter has 15 questions, each worth 20 points. And here we go, toss up 1. Philander Chase Knox tried to protect the investments of Americans abroad by using a method which came to be called dollar diplomacy. Though he had earlier served as Attorney General, Knox was Secretary of State from 1909 to 1913. During whose presidency did Knox practice his dollar? Vaughn.
Taft.
Taft is correct. Number 2, in law, this term means honestly and without deception. In general usage, it has come to mean real or genuine. What is this Latin term which means in good faith? Elena?
Sincere?
Incorrect. And that's time. The term is bona fide. Toss-up 3. A derivative can be made in chemistry or taken in math. We will be looking for a math derivative of the equation 3x squared plus 7x plus 9. What is the derivative? Vaughn
6x plus 7.
is correct. Toss-up 4. Name the body of water that borders Turkey to the north. Vaughn,
Caspian Sea.
that's incorrect. Elena,
Baltic Sea.
that's also incorrect. It's the Black Sea. Toss-up 5. What U.S. entity regulates the money supply and ensures the soundness? Kyle,
Federal Reserve.
that is correct. Toss-up 6. Launched in November of 1996, this network is headquartered in Dallas, but has a flagship station in Los Angeles. Recurring features include Laugh Shack, Code Word of the Day. As of January 2007, its DJs include Don Crabtree and Ernie D. Ashley Tisdale, Hillary Duff, and other similar young artists are especially, Caleb,
Radio Disney?
is correct. Toss-up 7. What body of water forms the western border of Israel? Kyle
Mediterranean Sea.
is correct. Toss-up 8. The king unceremoniously dropped his crown. Spell unceremoniously. Kyle.
U-N-C-E-R-I-O.
No. Tiffany.
UNCEREMONICALLY.
That's incorrect. Moniously, I-O-U-S-L-Y on the end. Toss-up 9. At the North Pole, it is approximately 4.5 miles deep. Yet at the equator, it is about 10 or 11 miles. Kyle,
Crust.
that's incorrect. 10 or 11 miles deep. Its height varies with latitude. Our weather is carried in it. What do we call this layer of atmosphere? Elena
The troposphere?
is correct. Toss-up 10. It thrice addresses the millions and ends by proclaiming death to be a mild sentence from the final judge. Its subject is described as truth's fiery reflection and as having both a rose-covered path and soft wings. This expression of universal brotherhood is what poem dedicated to a beautiful spark of the gods by Friedrich Schiller used in Beethoven's Ninth Symphony? Caleb
Ode to Joy?
is correct. Toss-up 11. Name the first woman to serve as a U.S. Supreme Court Justice. Elena
O'Connor.
O'Connor is correct. Toss-up 12. It took 6 obols and 100 lepta to equal one of them. Formerly made of silver, it was the standard coin of ancient Greece. In its present copper-nickel form, it was the official monetary unit of modern Greece until they adopted the euro in 2001. Vaughn,
Lira.
that's incorrect. Name this coin. And that's time. It's the drachma. Toss-up 13. Go to the beach, and what do you see but sand, sand, sand? Sand is a very common material made up of loose grains of minerals and small rocks. What is the most common type of mineral found in sand? Elena,
Carbon?
that's incorrect. Vaughn's went on first.
Quartz.
Quartz is correct. Toss-up 14. Current events. Gordon Hinckley, who during his 12 years as president of what church saw the faith become one of the world's fastest growing and oversaw a rise in church assets? Caleb,
Scientology?
that's incorrect. Church assets to $25 billion, recently passed away at the age of 97. Russell,
Mormon.
that is correct. And last one of the round. Give both names of the famous rodent celebrated on Groundhog Day. Caleb
Puxatawny Phil.
is correct. That's the end of our match. We'll be back in a minute to verify our final score. Our final score for today's match is Romulus High School 320 and Taylor Kennedy High School 205. Congratulations to both teams for a good contest. In our next match, Southgate High School will play Lincoln Park High School. Please join us. This is Mike McLean saying goodbye for Mega Conference Quiz Bowl.